Kell Brook trashes Amir Khan and calls him a little bitch. Stay tuned. Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing if you want to become part of the gang notification gang. Please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, the saga and the drama, the beef continues. The rivalry between Kell Brook and Amir Khan. Link is in the description. Kell Brook has an exclusive interview with TalkSport.com, and he had a lot to say. I'm going to read some quotes for you guys, and you guys let me know what you think. Kell Brook says this, quote, "I'm going to the fight," referring to Amir Khan versus Samuel Vargas. "I think we're running out of time now. I think this is more or less his last chance to get it on with me. I'd love to take the fight at the end of this year. That's what the world wants to see, Brook versus Khan. I actually went in the ring for the last fight, and he ran out of the ring when I got in. All I want to do is make the fight happen for all of the fans," right? He's referring to their interaction after Amir Khan knocked out Phil LaGreco in his comeback fight, coming off the Canelo loss and surgery and long layoff and stuff like that. So Brook's saying he wants it. He also says, and I quote, "Amir Khan, he's a little bitch, to be honest with you. He is. He's tried every excuse in the book to not make the fight. It's gonna kill me to make 147 pounds, but I'm willing to get down and make that fight. There's nowhere else for him to hide, in my opinion. What other excuses can he come out with?" End quote. Link in the description. I want to give my thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts, and I think this is kind of a shared responsibility, you know, and I'm going to explain why. I think Amir Khan, initially, he was the one, for whatever reason, that didn't want the fight. Some people say, hey, why wouldn't he want the fight? I think it works like this. Bragging rights. Both of these guys are from the UK. They're both from England. One's from Bolton, one's from Sheffield. So basically, I'm at my true weight with the chocolate brownies, you know. So they're both from England. Nobody wants to lose this fight, right? Because everyone wants to compare fights that don't happen to Mayweather-Pacquiao. And in most instances, Mayweather-Pacquiao has nothing to do with it. Mayweather-Pacquiao had different things. Floyd moved over to Showtime. Pacquiao was with HBO at the time. Pacquiao didn't want to do a drug test. Floyd wanted him to do Olympic blood and urine test. Floyd says that Bob Arum owes him money from the Zab Judah fight when Floyd was signed to Bob Arum in Top Rank. Then Pacquiao filed a lawsuit against Floyd for defamation of character. You know, so there was a lot of just little nuances and both sides attacking each other, like Freddie Roach and, you know, Floyd Sr. It got messy, you know, and there's multiple reasons. But most of these fights can and should happen. Now, I'll be honest, Amir Khan versus Kell Brook would have been a huge domestic fight. You know how people think of Anthony Joshua and Joshua Wilder? I'm not saying it would be quite that big, but it would be a big domestic fight like Joshua versus Tyson Fury, something like that. Now people don't care as much because a lot has changed. You know, at one point, Kell Brook was the man at welterweight and he was undefeated with the belt, came over to the States and got a lot of fans because he beat Sean Porter, and he did it impressively. He had a jab, good boxing skill, you know, so people gave Kell Brook. But then after that, he got stabbed in the leg. People gave him a pass for fighting the mandatory, you know, soft touch that we knew he would beat. But he had a lot of failed negotiation with guys. That's why I say it's a shared responsibility, because at first I think Amir Khan was the one, his side didn't really want the fight, and Kell Brook was pushing for it. But then Kell Brook didn't do himself any favors. He started fighting a lot of like the better names, like the Jesse Vargases, Diego Chavez's, the Devin Alexanders, and Brandon Rios at the time, who was relevant to the division. All these guys were in negotiation with Kell Brook, and somehow, some way, he would get injured or the fight couldn't be agreed upon, and he kept fighting mandatories and, just for lack of a better word, lousy competition. He hadn't fought anyone between Sean Porter and Triple G. Name somebody as good as either. that he fought. You know, between the Sean Porter fight, so basically I'm in there with Porter, you know. Tell me somebody he fought that's as good as Triple G or Sean Porter in between those two fights, you know, and you won't be able to do it unless you're just making up something. Like Kevin Bezier and Frankie Gavin, they were like, if anything, European level. They weren't like domestic or worldwide, world regarded guys, you know. Then he made a foolish decision, in my opinion, moving up to middleweight, fighting a big puncher, because even though Kell Brook has skill, it's kind of hard to stay away from a massive puncher for 12 rounds. You know, Golovkin knows how to get to you. He tries to make the ring small, and it was just a foolish decision, especially without acclimating, you know, just one fell swoop, because you didn't even prove you're the best guy at welterweight, let alone 154, let alone middleweight, where it was Golovkin's territory. And Kell Brook was like the first sacrificial lamb. Up to that point, a lot of people seen Triple G steamrolling and stopping guys, so people didn't want no smoke with Triple G, you know. So that was a foolish decision. Now we look at it, Amir Khan has gotten knocked out again by Kell Brook, or excuse me, by Canelo. You know, and that was a really bad knockout, one punch knockout at a higher weight. Triple G stopped and knocked out Kell Brook, hurt his eye. Then he moved back down to welterweight and his other eye got hurt, you know. So a lot's changed, and since 2 losses, the only thing he's done is fight Rabchenko, and he was about to fight the guy that Jaime Munguia is fighting on the Canelo Triple G undercard, Brandon Cook, but then he pulled out with another injury. So, you know, this fight, it would have been big, but this is like literally like 6 years. I remember making a video a long time ago, and this could have been a huge fight, and I think they've kind of squandered it. Kind of like Brandon Rios versus Victor Ortiz. I mean, at this point, it's just been so long, it's not going to do what it could have done. You know, Brandon Rios, they're talking about him fighting Sam Egington, and Victor Ortiz is fighting John Molina at welterweight. These could have all been big fights, but I would still watch the fight just to see who would win for all bragging rights. Kell Brook feels Amir Khan's a bitch, and you know, Amir Khan, I guess he had an interview and he was kind of laughing at Kell Brook, saying, haha, he can't even make welterweight anymore. So it's just like, I guess my thought process on this whole fight is this: if they're gonna fight, they're gonna fight. If not, then I'm perfectly content moving on, because there's a lot of stuff that happened. Like, basically, this is not the type of fight where fans are going to sit and argue for hours on end about who's the best, Kell Brook or Amir Khan. You know, this is not the type of fight like Wilder, Joshua, where people are going to be in chat rooms and forums currently just arguing and debating. Like, people will talk about it and stuff, but it's not going to be like fully vested in, because it's a fight that, to be honest, should have happened already, right? So my thing is this: if they're gonna get it on, get it on. If they can fight this year, make it. And why can't they? They got $1 billion with DAZN, so purses shouldn't be a problem. Eddie Hearn is managing the career of Kell Brook. He's been doing that, and then he recently acquired Amir Khan. I mean, they're doing these little face-offs in the ring and after fights, and Kell Brook said he's gonna be at his next fight. It should happen. It needs to happen. But again, this is not something, me personally, I can't speak for everyone, but I know me, I don't really have patience with this fight. Like, if they can make this fight for December, cool, do that. It'll be a good fight to add to the end of the year. But this is not something I'm going to sit around laboring over, because I've already been there and done that. And a lot has changed. There's already other matches that people are looking forward to, like future fights at welterweight, you know. And the other thing is, since a lot has changed, Kell Brook, he's saying he can't comfortably make welterweight. That's another reason why I feel it should have happened a while ago, because kind of leaves the built-in excuse. If Amir Khan beats him, then people could say, oh, Kell Brook, he had lost to Golovkin his eye, he had lost to Errol Spence his eye, and then now, since they're both admitting Kell Brook is too big for welterweight and he has to kill himself to make welterweight, which is a whole different set of worms, because he used that as an excuse why he lost to Errol Spence. But regardless, I'm not big on big fights, and there's already a preset storyline or a built-in excuse that a fighter can use, you know. So people are kind of moving on, looking at the Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, or Errol Spence versus the winner of this weekend's fight, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, stuff like that. Amir Khan, Kell Brook, still a solid fight, but I don't think people are going to sit around and do this back and forth too much longer. If Amir Khan beats Samuel Vargas, looks good, you know, make the fight. Kell Brook said he wants in December. If Khan could be ready by then, make it. Other than that, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.